How you doing, guys? This is Richie, and today we're gonna take a look at the Amazing Spider-Man Artifact Edition, John Romita, from IDW. This book is absolutely humongous. It's heavy, it's big, it's very large, even compared to the other editions like this that IDW purchases. All right, so there's the famous cover. I forget, for that magazine. I think it was Spectacular Spider-Man way back when. But let's take a look. Not sure who's inking. I'm not sure if it's Romita inking it himself. I guess these inks, Mickey DeMeo, inks by Romita. It's various different. Yeah, started right off with a beautiful splash page. How green was my goblin? Look at that. Look at that. The definitive Spider-Man artist, and I know everyone, Ditko, he came first, but this was really the look that defined Spider-Man for years to come. The inks, Mickey DeMeo. Awesome. I'm not going to go through every page, but I'm just going to give you guys a... That's creepy as hell, man. This is one of the better of the IDW editions, Artifact or Artist editions. Just great stuff, great stuff. You know, there's not really much to say. Beautiful. I always wondered, that hair was always odd to me. I don't know. Just was a strange look, but it definitely made him stand out from everyone else. Because a lot of the faces kind of look the same when it comes to Romita. This must be around Amazing Spider-Man 39 or 40, which I owned a copy of 39, way back when. I believe it or not, I traded in, must have been 91 or 92, I traded a Solar #1 for an Amazing Spider-Man. It was 40, I believe. 39. I get the covers mixed up in my head, but it was either 39 or 40. Believe it or not, I traded a Solar #1 from Valiant Comics, which was hot at the time, for one of those copies, and the copy was near mint. That was, I thought that was a strange little story of how weird the comic book market was back then. Valiant was super hot. It was the cover that had this on it. I forget if it was 39 or 40, which one came first. But it was the cover that was similar to this panel. It was great stuff, man. This was great stuff. They don't make them like this anymore. The interiors. I mean, everything now is about the cover. The cover. But this is just these guys, man. And they bang this. Everybody says, well, it's not as good technically as the guys that were today. But don't forget, these guys had timelines, man. Strict timelines that needed to be met. They didn't want to hear nothing. Did not want to hear nothing. Like that face, man. That's a Romita face. And here comes the Rhino. This might have been around the first or second appearance of the Rhino. This stupid character, but it was one of Spidey's villains. Yeah, man, look at that. That's just awesome. Smash. Great stuff. Great stuff. Another J. Jonah face. Beautiful work, man. Beautiful. Trying to keep this under 10 minutes. don't know, though. I'll have to give it a look. Wok. I didn't know. I didn't realize the rhino was so agile. Boom. Great stuff, man. Just great stuff. Love it. This was one of the pages that wasn't scanned from original art. They tell you at the bottom. It was not scanned from the original art. And there's a few of those pages in pretty much every one of those books. And here's a splash page, man. See all the writing up top. This was issue 42. Jazzy John Romita was the artist. I guess he inked this also. Rhino's out cold, huh? What is this? This was issue 42. The cover of this was really cool. I almost bought one of these, man. It was like a 9.2 CGC. Beautiful book. And I opted out for one of my other Silver Age books at that time that I bought. I forget which one, but this is one of those when you look back and I wish I would have bought this issue because I haven't come across a 42 ASM that looked as good as that one. Not, for me, I have a hard time finding these issues in high grade, and I'm not a high grade snob, and I've said this many times before for the few people that actually watch my videos. The reason why I only collect 9s and high grade stuff is because I don't have a lot of room, and buying high grade is very expensive, even in here's the iconic page. Even in the Bronze Age, high-grade stuff right now is very expensive, man. And it keeps my collection small. I don't have a lot of room, so it's a win-win situation for me. And I just love the way high-grade old books look, man. Just the way they look, the way they smell. And you guys know. But that's the iconic page right there. Another splash. Love these splash pages, man. Rhino's back at it. Let's see. Looks like he was inking here. Yeah, and going back to the quality, don't forget these guys had to pump out a lot of pages, man. They weren't making the money that they do now. So these guys worked, man. If you wanted to make money, you worked, and you had to make deadlines. Now you could be just guys that are 4 months late, man. It's just crazy. Like, you got to wait months.